In this video, I'll be teaching you how to use Google Form. How to use Google Form to create surveys or forms or collect information. And the beauty about this is that you can send this form via email, SMS, WhatsApp, or Telegram. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to type in google.com. Okay, so you open Google, then type in Google Form, Google Forms. Okay, select this option. Google Forms, the first option you have there, free online survey for personal use. You may use that. Select go to Google Form, the personal option. The moment that is open, you see a blank page, then you see a lot of options. I mean, the beautiful thing is also that Google has a lot of templates. You can see different options, different templates for you, and they're all in different categories. You have education, you have work related, you have contact, you have personal. So you can pick any of those templates and edit them. But for the purpose of this training, I'll be using the blank option. So you click on this and it gives you the blank option. Okay, so the first thing you see there is untitled form and then options for questions. So you want to start by giving your form a title. So this is a training, so let's just call it training form. Training, training form, training form. Then you want to describe what the form is meant for, to collect information on training. Okay, then you go to the questions. What is the first question you want to ask? You can put any question you wish to ask there. So that's where you click on this option, then you put in your question. What is your name? That's a question you want to put in there. When you put in that question, then you have options here for answering the question. Now the options can come in different ways. So we have different type of options for answering questions. You have a short answer, which is what you have there. You have the paragraph that you can use in providing longer answers. Then you have the multiple choice. Now if you have the multiple choice, you can use options. So you have option 1, so you can say add option. You have option 2, and hard option, and you can have as many options as you have. That's for multiple questions. Then of course you go to describe your form. Under this place you will see this icon that shows duplicate. If you want to replicate this form, you can duplicate this form. You just click the duplicate icon, it gives you the same form again the second time. Now if you want to have a form that has the same question repeated, you can use this. Then you can edit the question. Now if you don't want this again, maybe there's an error, you can click on this trash bin icon to delete the form. You can use that to delete the form. Also, when you fill Google form, there are some questions you want to insist that the respondent must answer. So if the question is compulsory for the respondent to answer, you have to select required. That means the respondent is required to answer this question and they must answer it before they can go on. Now, if they are not required to answer, then you can uncheck it and it can stay that way. Another thing you can do is these options. You can remove options by just clicking this, or if you have many options there, you can also move the options around. You can move your options around. You can move these options 2 to 3, and you can move them that way. Just the same way, if you have duplicated your questions and you have a question, you have another one, then you can move those questions around. You bring your cursor here, you pick on the form, and you can move it up and shovel your question as you wish to. Okay. Okay. So you also have on the side here this bar that shows different things you can do. You can add question. If you are not satisfied with one question, you want to add another question, then you have one more question. That's add question. Then also you can import questions. If you have questions you have already saved, you can add a title to what you have done. So if you are not satisfied with the title you want to have one more title, you add a title, which is what you have here. And just like you've added it, you can delete it as well. Of course, you can also add images. If you have an image you want to add to your form, you can upload the image, browse and upload. You can take pictures. You can use the URL. You can pick from photos that you already have stored up, different photos. You can use Google Drive. You can upload from Google Image. You can use Google Image Search, and all of those ones you import them and it appears on your form. You can also add videos by using this YouTube icon. When you click on that icon, you can do a video search by putting the details of the video in here, or if you have the URL of the video, you can put it there and you can select the video. Now you can also add section. I mean, you want to have a form that has different sections so that a section is completed before you go to the next section. To do that, you can add section. That means the respondent has to finish one section before going to another. So with this, that means your form basically have more than one page. So each section is like a page of a form. Okay, and that helps you. You can move all the sections, you can move all the forms and shuffle them as you wish to. Okay, so other thing, you can add video, you can preview, you can also do a few things by changing the color of your forms. If you come to this icon and click it, you see the color palette and you can pick the color that you like. By selecting the color, you change the color of your form. Or if you don't want to pick any of the colors, you want to use images, you can click on choose images and a number of images will come for you, and you can pick any of those images to use for your form. So you pick an image and you say insert. The image is inserted in your form. Okay, that makes your form look good. You can also preview your form to see what your form looks like. You can click on preview and you see what the form looks like. So this is what we've done so far. Okay, now because we have two sections, you click on next, you can see the next. This is the other part of the form, and when you click on submit, your form is submitted. That is exactly the way it works. Your form is submitted. Of course, when your form is submitted, you can get you always get all the feedbacks. Okay, so that's for creating the form. Now, how do you get the responses from those who have completed, who have filled the forms? You come to responses here, and from responses, you can see a summary of everyone who has filled the form. You can see we have only one response. You want to get individual responses, or you want to get it as a group. So you can see the individual responses, the responses that individuals have provided in the form, and you can see a summary of all the responses here. One also good thing is that you can export or create a spreadsheet for the form. So you click on this icon to create a spreadsheet, you give a title to the spreadsheet and you click on create, and you have a spreadsheet of all the responses you have on your form. And that spreadsheet, you can always use it for different kind of analysis. It makes your form very, very, very good. So also now your form is created. How do you get the link? So for you to send this form or its link to anyone, you click on the send icon. When you click the send icon, you come here. You can see a to indicator here. So that means you can input the email address of anyone you want to send the form to. Here, you can edit the message and send it to them by mail. You can also send the link. You can click on this link and send it to anyone to fill. You can also shorten this link if it's too long for you and copy it and send it. You can also embed this link in your website. So this is an HTML code. You copy the HTML code and send it to all your recipients. And when they fill these forms, you always get your responses here. These are the basic things you can do on your Google form. Just to round up, you also have settings. Now, basically, you are collecting email addresses. You are saying get responses from them. That is what you want to do. One other thing you can do, you can limit the response from every individual to one. So when you click this icon, that means every person who fills this form can only fill it once. But you can leave this open if you want them to have the capacity to have multiple, to fill this form multiple times. Respondents can edit and submit all of that. If you want to pick those options, they are available for you. For presentation, you can allow your users to see the progress bar or shuffle question order and all of that. So if you also want to use quizzes, you can do that. Maybe you are a tutor and you want to add a quiz to your form. You can use Google Form to do that, and that can be very helpful for you. Now, if you go through each of these steps, you've learned how to set up Google Form, and it's not difficult, it's simple and straightforward. My name is Kola, and I do educative videos to answer basic questions I get every day. You can subscribe to this channel if you find this video very useful, because there are more videos coming on this channel that will teach you how to do basic things online. Thank you very much.